Oh, so this is the famous heroine suite. It's definitely cooler than the royal princess suite, but the fairy suite cannot be topped.
Well, well, Miss Tinkerbell, what brings you to our establishment today?
Sup, Mary? Just thought I'd pop in, see what's going on.
Well, Miss Bell, I hear that you've been bothering some of our princess friends recently.
I don't think bothering is the right word.
You see who you are addressing, Miss Bell? Mary Poppins, practically perfect in every way, and I always say what is correct. I am never wrong.
Oh, God, you're scary sometimes. Okay, sure, I was bothering them, but it was for a purpose. I was asking them all about their original stories, like what their versions are based on and stuff.
Well, educating oneself is always a positive in my book.
Actually, speaking of your book, while I'm here, can we talk about how you became the Disney icon that you are?
Well, if one requires such a discussion, then why ever not? Happy to oblige.
So I heard that it took Walt Disney, like, forever to obtain the rights to you and your book.
Indeed it did. 20 years, in fact. My author, P.L. Travers, was not a fan of Disney and his animations and certainly did not want it to be a musical.
Basically what Disney is known for, that's awkward.
Indeed, my author was so stubborn, in fact, that every meeting she had with the writers, she recorded, so she always had evidence of what she did and did not want. But Walt Disney was determined to make the film, as his daughters were such a big fan of the books. Fun fact, there are 8 books in total, but only 4 had been published by the time the film had been created.
Whoa, that's a lot of material to work with.
Well, I am a very busy woman.
A human woman, right?
Whatever are you insinuating?
Oh, you know, you can fly, you have like a bottomless bag, and you can kind of do anything with just like the snap of a finger.
Yes.
I mean, I get the vibe you're not a fairy like me, but like, are you like a witch or a sorceress or something?
Well, that's for the audience to decide.
Cool. Helpful. At least audiences liked you in your movie. I hear in the book you're like crazy strict.
I am kind, but extremely firm.
And Julie Andrews played you, and nobody can hate Julie Andrews.
Well, she did win the Oscar and the Golden Globe for playing me. An icon playing an icon.
You are an icon, and the soundtrack is bop after bop.
Oh yes, the Sherman Brothers, what a wonderful duo. Feed the Birds was in fact Walt's favourite song. He asked them to play it for him every Friday.
I mean, I would have picked Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but everyone has their own opinion. Where'd you go?
I stay until the wind changes.
Oh, she's so mysterious. I love it.
I wonder which underrated Disney gal I'll see today. I hope they're interesting. The last one was pretty boring.
Well, interesting is definitely how I would describe my legacy, that's for sure.
No way.
Megara?
Sup, my favorite little nymph. Not gonna lie, when I heard the flutter of wings, I was going to grab the fly swatter.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
I've been told I need to learn to knock. Still just annoying as ever, I see.
Oh, you're so sassy, I love it.
Anyway, to what do I owe the displeasure of your company?
Well, as you know, I've been asking Disney characters about their original stories.
And I should care because...
Well, most of them are pretty gory and gross. And word on the street is that yours is probably the most graphic, so obviously I need to know all about it. I mean, Hercules has everything an iconic Disney movie needs. Great animation, a soundtrack full of bops, an inspiring story.
Disney really gave me a real chance to shine. The original tales weren't so kind.
Oh, I'm so ready for this!
Now let's get one thing straight. Most tales from ancient Greece were never really noted down and were only told orally. So there are many, many, many different versions of our story.
Cool. I'm not sure I can be bothered to listen to all of them today, so maybe you could just tell me the most gross one?
You're a real weirdo, you know that?
Proud of it.
Well, in the original tale, I met Heracles.
Eh?
Heracles.
Who to he's?
Heracles.
Why are you saying it so weird? I thought it was Hercules.
Well, actually, in most translations of the story, it's pronounced Heracles.
Oh. Well, why'd they change it?
I don't know. You want to hear their story or not?
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway, thanks to Herc helping my father, King Creon, win a battle.
Wait. Your dad's a king?
Sure is.
Well, doesn't that make you a princess?
Not in Disney's eyes, it doesn't. Classic Disney removing titles, that is so messed up. Girl, I haven't even got to the messed up part yet. So because Wonder Boy helped my father the king win a battle, my father decided to give him me as a thank you.
Honestly, Dad said their kings just suck.
We lived quite happily together, had a few kids, and then, like every Greek tragedy, death.
Death?
Death. And quite a lot of it.
Prepare yourself, Tinkerbell.
Are you ready to find out how I died?
Oh, I am so ready!
Okay, well, I'm not a Disney princess, so let's find out if I was one. What would I sound like? What would my voice sound like? Who would I sound like? Pocahontas! I like her voice. I love her songs. Oh, just around the river bend. Oh, so good. What about my hair? How would my hair look? I love my hair already, but... Okay. Captain Shang? He does have a cool man bun. Or is it a ponytail? I'm not sure. But who would be my boyfriend or girlfriend? Who would it be? Gaston. Look, I know he's a misogynistic man, but he is cute. Muscles. I'm just saying. But who would my enemy be? Who's my enemy? Of course, he locked me in a lantern once. Still haven't forgiven him. Alrighty, well that makes sense. But who is my bestie? Who's my best friend? Maleficent. Cool. I mean, she is a fairy. She is a fairy. Obviously. So that's pretty cool. But whose face do I have? Jasmine. Oh, cool. She's really pretty. So, hey, I'm happy. I'm really happy. Can't wait for my new life. Ooh, I haven't been in this room yet. It said 20th Century Fox on the door. Ooh, is that Hot Fox Nick Wilde in here? Sorry, Twinkle Toes, he's not in here, I'm afraid. Whoa. Hey, I know you. Well, I should hope so. I am the Grand Duchess Anastasia. I was previously just a 20th Century Fox princess, but then Disney bought the rights to my movie back in 2017, so I've just been chilling in here. I've relocated until I move in with the real princesses. Oh, yeah. Girl, I loved your movie. You are a badass. Welcome to the happiest place on earth. It's not bad so far. Hey, while I'm here, can I ask you a few questions? Oh, please, I've been bored in this room forever, so I'm just glad to have some company. Ask away. Well, I've been on a mission to find out the princess's original stories, and because you're a real person and everything, I bet yours is like crazy, so I'd love to know yours. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I don't think that's such a good idea. Oh, why does every princess say this to me? Okay, why not? Well, the real story of what happened to me and my family was, bad. Like, really bad. Well, I know that a revolution happened and stuff. But you escaped it, right? No. No? No. So you didn't escape and go and live with your grandma in Paris? No. Well, did you fall in love with the guy with the 2000s haircut who looked like he could be a member of Backstreet Boys? No. No witty bat sidekick who cracked jokes the entire time? No. Okay, well, how bad could it have been? Tink, I'm gonna say this really, really slowly so you understand. I'm listening. The real Anastasia and I are completely different people, okay? The only thing we have in common is our names, our families, and our personalities, okay? Okay. So I'm gonna talk about the real Anastasia as if she's a different person, okay? That's different, but okay. Now, during the real-life revolution, the Romanov family, my family in the movie, had to relocate to a merchant's house where they were imprisoned. Early in the morning, July 17th, 1918, the family were awoken at about 1 a.m. by their captors, and they were told to head to the basement of the house they were living in, because their captors, the Bolsheviks, were about to be under attack by the White Army, who supported the former Tsar. Okay. The family and 3 of their servants headed down to the basement. They brought a couple of chairs for the younger brother, Alexei, and the mother, Alexandra, to sit down. The family huddled together and they waited to hear more news. Right. However, a dozen armed guards entered the room, and the chief executioner told the family that they were about to be executed. Wait, so there was no, magical demons from Rasputin crashing the party and all of that? Now, before the family could even react, a round of pew-pews hit the family. However, Anastasia, her 3 older sisters, and her younger brother actually survived the first round because they had sewn diamonds into their clothes, just in case they needed them to fund their escape. Now, because they survived the first round, the children were then beaten, stabbed, and some were pew-pewed in the head. 2 of the sisters were allegedly still alive up to an hour after the assassination began, but were later put out of their misery. I can see now why they didn't put that in the movie. So how old was Anastasia when this happened? 17 years old. Now, after the assassination, the family were separated and buried in different locations, and because some of the bodies weren't discovered until much, much later, well, there were many conspiracy theories that said that some of the family members still survived. Oh, I see. So people pretended to be members of the family to get, riches and stuff? Oh yeah, there were many imposters, many claiming to be Anastasia. Of course, all of these imposters completely inspired the Anastasia movie. Wow, how horribly tragic. Well, that was the basic version of what happened, but there's a lot more information out there. You could probably just go and Google it. Yeah, from what I've heard so far, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Well, from what I've heard, it's completely up your street. But I don't blame you. It is really, really dark. But I'm sure the other princesses' stories are much worse than mine, so I can't wait to talk to them about it. Yeah, I'm sure the princesses would love to hear your story. I'll see you up there. And I thought some of theirs were dark.